Hey, everybody, and welcome to I Can Fix Your Movie.
Hello, how are you?
I am well, and I'm excited about the film that we're going to review today.
Yeah, me too.
I saw it a while back, but I just recently watched it again, and I, this film had problems from the beginning, but okay, now I'm going to admit this now.
Yeah.
Very early in life, I loved Keanu Reeves.
You were a fan.
I was, because I was the biggest fan of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Sure.
And then...
Who wasn't?
And then I was not a fan of Keanu Reeves because I was like, he's getting parts in like Dangerous Liaisons and like Dracula, and I'm like, why is he? Because he's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? He was in like Shakespearean pieces and like, when I am hungry, I will eat. I'm like, what? What are you doing? No, you're taking jobs from people that deserve it. And it frustrated me. And then I didn't like him. Then I kind of start finding out like all these cool stories about him. I go, oh man, he's actually a really sweet dude. And now I'm a big fan. And I would love to meet this guy.
Did the Matrix change your mind at all?
Love the Matrix.
Right.
The Matrix 1, because we're not talking about, because 2 and 3 don't exist.
They don't.
They should never existed. But 1 was like one of the most brilliant movies of all time.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
But yeah, I mean, so coming into this, I was like, okay, cool. I like Keanu Reeves, and this is going to be fun. But, I feel that like this wasn't necessarily the best vehicle for him.
Well, there's a couple reasons for that. Not necessarily just his acting, I think, but just his presence in the story.
Yeah, that he exists. This character exists in the story.
Yeah, that his character even is in this story for some reason.
For some odd reason. So this is episode 33, everybody. We're going to be watching, we did watch 47 Ronin. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, this story, they say it in the film, but sometimes they say that and they don't mean a word of it. When they're like, this was a true account. And they don't mean that. They're just saying it. Well, this, and I don't know if this was a true account, but it is a story.
Well, it's based on.
It's like based on a story that actually did happen.
Yes.
And
they did say based on. So
of course, and well, you have to say that because
we have to clarify. Because when we get into this, you'll see.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can ever say anything this is exactly how it happened,
exactly.
Unless you were recording it and
unless
you
it
just
was a documentary
and you just did the lines from what they said. Okay, there you go. But people are always just writing lines and things around what basically kind of sort of happened. Mm-hmm. So this story in the culture exists. And the writers took a lot of liberties, which we feel like actually was one of the bigger missteps. Even though it was like visually cool,
it was.
It just was like, wait a minute, what story are you telling here?
Right. To take something that is based on a true story and then put it in a fantasy world,
right? That
doesn't that's make believe. That was the contradiction of this film, is that they took a true story that actually kind of means a lot.
It means
to
a lot
the Japanese culture. The actual real events, the true story of the 47 Ronin,
right,
is kind of revered,
right,
in the Japanese culture. But to say this is based on that story and then
you throw like dragons in it,
and then literally make the crux of the story this make believe magical. World.
It's tough.
It's kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's a tough deal.
Are we telling a fantasy or a real story?
What are we doing? Yeah. Which we'll talk about. But anyway, 47 Ronin, it had, all the makings of, man, this could be great. But there was just some missteps there that could have made it so much better.
Exactly.
So let's do a summary.
Okay.
In 47 Ronin, Kai, he's this very mysterious half British, half Japanese outcast. Okay.
Yep.
And he was rescued as a child After wandering into the forest of these supernatural creatures, he falls down like kind of a little river bank, and he's got claw marks across his head. And then Lord Asano, he happens across him, and he's like, "Oh, cool. Hey," and it was very Aladdin, like, "Oh, bring him."
Right.
Whatever, cool.
Right. I see greatness.
I see greatness. Bring him. So he brings him to the household, but he's never truly accepted because of his mixed heritage. And Kai secretly loves Lord Asano's daughter, Mika.
Yes.
And she very honestly and truly loves him back. But of course, this could never be.
It can never be.
It can never be.
Yep.
It's star-crossed.
Because he's not accepted.
Yes.
I mean, to the point where he's basically a slave.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like lives in a hut outside of the
outside
residency
of the house.
Yeah.
So he's constantly enduring tons of prejudice from the samurai that are around him. They make fun of him, throw rocks at him, even when he's just a kid, But he takes it, and he's like, okay, it's gonna be fine, Then Lord Kira. So this is much later. He's an adult now, and he's doing his thing. And we find out that, like, honestly, Kai is actually he's very strong. He's a powerful warrior. He kills this, like, crazy
mythical
beast in the woods.
Beast?
Yeah, and from that moment, I'm like, okay, again, what? All right, I guess you've established magic as a thing. I guess.
It's not a creature that actually exists. This was like some kind of a monster.
Yeah, like a lion
creature thing.
Yeah, it was crazy thing. Anyway, what happens is this guy, Lord Kira, he wants to basically be in charge of everything. Mm-hmm. And so he conspires with this powerful witch, Mizuki.
Yeah.
Okay. And they want to disgrace Lord Asano. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what they do is it was a couple things. They have this big festival, and the guy that's supposed to be like Lord Asano's champion, they put a spell on him.
They bewitch him.
And he's like, "Arr." So, he
can't fight.
Yeah, so Keanu Reeves is like, oh, he's going to be disgraced. I better jump into this stuff. And he goes out and fights this gigantic,
Holy cow.
Goliath dude.
I mean, this guy
in
felt
armor.
like he was like 9 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
And Keanu Reeves is actually a pretty tall dude.
Yeah, and he was...
he was dwarfed
by this guy.
Yeah. And so anyway, that was he was going to get... His helmet, of course, comes off.
He gets discovered.
And Keanu's like, I'm sorry.
It brings shame to Lord Asano.
Because he's not a samurai. And so he was going to get killed, and then the daughter jumps in and is like, no, don't do it. And they see, okay, well, she really loves him. And so the head Shogun is like, all right, instead of killing him, just beat him up. And they do. So then later, this witch, Mizuki, she's like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make this magical spider come and like put like this spell on Lord Asano.
She basically bewitches Lord Asano.
Yeah, and he sees a vision of Lord Kira assaulting his daughter.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, I can't do this. So he takes a sword and he like cuts him in the night. He attacks him. And really, when he kind of wakes up, he realizes he was like, this guy was just cowering. He's like, oh. So the Shogun comes and he's like, all right, you know the rules. If you attack somebody,
a guest in your house,
who's unarmed, you're dead. You got to kill yourself. I was like, that's pretty harsh.
You've basically destroyed your honor. You've dishonored yourself.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and the penalty for dishonor apparently is
killing yourself.
You can either die,
or be in
or
shame,
kill yourself and regain your honor by taking your own life.
Which, dude,
wow.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty stiff penalty. I'm like, can I pay a fine? Do a little bit of jail time? No. You have to do this yourself. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, in doing so, the head guy there, the what is it?
The Shogun.
The Shogun.
He's kind of like the emperor.
Yeah,
He basically, back then, he's
ruled,
the
main guy.
Yeah, he ruled all of Japan. Basically.
So he says, all right, so instead of causing this rift between the houses, he's going to take Mika and force him to marry Lord Kira.
Force her.
Yeah, force her to marry him. And, of course, that's cool for him because he's like, he wanted that all along.
Right, that's what he wanted.
That's his goal.
Right.
So that's kind of what set up this whole deal. Now, there is this first samurai in Asano's group there, and his name is Oishi.
Yeah.
And that guy was the main guy.
He's like the head of the samurai.
He's the head of the samurai. But now here's the deal. So how they become Ronin is, I know this is getting really in the weeds, but this is a tough one. This is a tough one to explain. So basically what happens is when you lose your master, you are no longer a samurai, you become a Ronin.
Yeah, you're like a rogue, a disavowed agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't, like, you have all the skills, but you're no longer allowed.
Can't do that. You've got no honor because your master has no
honor. You can't fight.
Right.
You're basically out on your own.
Right. So basically what happens is the Shogun is like, you can't take any revenge on anybody, which is weird to me because I'm like, wait, did you know that this guy said something? Why would they want revenge?
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's the thing.
Did you even notice that, sir? Like, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of the plot holes of this anyway.
Yeah.
But we can get to that later. But we'll just throw that out there now. So basically, what happens is Oishi gets thrown in a pit for a year to make sure he calms himself down.
Right. To teach him a lesson.
Teach him to, like, I don't know.
Make him not a threat.
Make him not a threat, just to make him passive. So after a year, he comes out and he's like, all right, let's go get revenge. So it did nothing. Does nothing at all.
Right.
But the Shogun says, I'm going to give you, your daughter, this girl, a year until she has to marry so she can mourn her father.
Right. A year to mourn,
and then
she has to marry.
Yeah, so he gets out right before the wedding. And so, again, Oishi's like, okay, we got to get revenge. So he's like, I got to gather together whatever Ronin I can get together, and we're going to go kill this guy.
Yep.
Okay? But he knows, he's like, well, I got to do something because he kind of knows in the back of his head, he's like, Kai can help us. He's the man.
He knows he can fight. He knows how strong he is. And he's like, really, he's the strongest one. And I definitely need him to join our group.
Right. So he goes and finds Kai. And he's doing, like, fight clubs, basically, in this weird ship with, the guy from Goonies.
So Kai was sold into slavery, apparently to pirates who use him as entertainment.
Yeah.
By having him fight the
guy from Goonies.
Yeah, like monsters. Not like real people, but like magical, mythical monster creatures.
Yeah.
And Kai is winning.
Yeah, he wins all the time. I mean, it's like, he's got his ninja sword. He's like, wah.
So if anything, he's only honed his skills.
Yeah, he's just gotten better.
In this year.
Yeah. So basically, Kai has to help Oishi and the other Ronin that they've gathered together, and they need weapons. And so he basically goes into the supernatural world to overcome these former people that raised him, and we finally see kind of his backstory.
Right. He was apparently raised by demons.
By demons and spirits and these, crazy, weird bird monks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even...
And,
again, magical creatures.
And they get these swords that end up being not that important. Did you notice that too?
Well,
It's the swords were just swords. They weren't like...
I mean, they were samurai swords, which is important to the samurai. But once they got the swords,
they weren't...
We didn't really...
You didn't see like the swords, like, because he does one thing where he barely puts the sword up to a tree branch and just cuts through it like butter. And then never again you see the importance of these swords. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll move on. That's just another issue. Should have shown a little bit. That's the fix.
Right.
Should have shown that being important, but they never did.
Well, yeah.
Just other than fighting like normal.
I mean, it was a huge plot point to get them.
But like once they got them, it's like,
right.
okay.
But once they got them, they just
whatever.
were like normal
swords.
We never referred to them after.
Ever again, other than just that's what they used to fight with, and they died just as much with regular swords.
Yep.
Anyway, at the end, he goes to battle. They go to battle and try to defeat Mizuki and, free Kira. No. What did I do? No.
Free Miko.
Free Mika. Right.
Miko
from Lord Kira.
Yes.
Right. Oh man, names. Doesn't matter
well,
what it is.
Kira, Kai.
I know.
Miko, Mizuki.
Yeah. They're tough, man. There's a lot of K's and M's in there.
Sorry.
So anyway, the witch Mizuki, she ends up turning into a dragon and fighting Kai. Anyway, they all win in the end, and of course, Oishi defeats Lord Kira and cuts his head off. And he's like, "It's over. We've done it." And that thing turns into kind of a story. Because then the Shogun at the very end is basically like, all right, you showed your master honor by coming back. And even though I said not do it, you showed honor, even though I said not to do it.
By avenging him.
Yes. And so I'll let you all do the right thing by killing yourselves for all of you. Right. And you can regain your honor. It's like, wait a minute, dude. Right. Do you just want to see people die? What you just want to kill themselves? So, is that your thing?
Yeah. Exactly. So basically, they get to regain their honor by taking their own life rather than being killed as criminals.
Right. So that's it. Yeah. So
all of them except for Oishi's son.
He gets to hop out of line.
The Shogun's like, I'm going to make an exception so that your line can continue, but the rest of you. And so Kai, everybody, all of them.
So Kai does not get to be with his girl.
No.
He says,
they all die.
I'll find you in the next life.
They all die. Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And that's the end of the story.
Wow, that was a long.
It was tough to explain that one.
Episode over. No.
That's our show, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed it. Like and share.
Oh my goodness. It was
all right.
It's complicated.
It is complicated. But what did you like? What did you like about it? First of all, let's jump into that.
I thought it was beautifully shot.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the myth itself is I don't want to say a wonderful story.
Well, it's a great revenge type story. Like it's fun.
I know. But the fact
it's like
that
Count of Monte Cristo.
Right. I like what I like about it is that it shows that they sacrificed themselves knowingly for a cause that they believed in, and that is kind of why the story is so revered, because it shows strength and sacrifice and doing the right thing, even though the penalty is going to be,
severe. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, the production design is beautiful. The costumes are incredible. The sets are fantastic. And the acting is great. Everybody did a great job.
Yes.
Okay. But, hot take misstep, the movie never decides what it really wants to be. Is it historical?
Right.
Samurai drama? Is it a fantasy adventure? Is it a romance? Because they tried to do all of them.
They did.
And all of them were weak because of it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have really, I think, had less issues with the film if they didn't sort of focus on the fact that it was based on a true story. If it was just a made-up story with magical, fantastical,
things that happen,
the monsters and the witch that bewitches everybody, and the she turns into a dragon, and then the demons that raised the boy, like that would have just been a really interesting story.
Yeah, but they, ironically,
as a standalone.
Yeah, ironically, the most interesting story, the legendary revenge of the Ronin, kept getting interrupted by a completely fictional protagonist. It's like, why are you here, Keanu? You don't exist, and you didn't exist. And it's like, this story, and let's insert Keanu into it. And it's like,
well,
dude.
That's a big problem with it. That's definitely a misstep, because yeah, they just if you don't know the legend,
Yeah. You just be like, okay.
You're like, fine. But in
Yeah.
the legend,
They took
there is
great
no
pains to tell you that it's a real story.
There is no Kai character.
It doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Japanese samurai.
And another one, they also set up this big giant guy, fighter guy, and he's cool, man. He's battling Keanu at the beginning. And at the end of the movie, he's there, and then he just gets blown up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did you kill? What? No. Boo.
Yeah. He deserved a fight, at
He
least.
deserved something. But he's just walking down the hall, and there's an explosion, and he's like, oh, they killed him.
And then they just totally blow him.
Ah, boo. Anyway, those are my hot take missteps.
One of my missteps was that they threw Oishi into this pit
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah.
He gets out of this pit
Yeah.
just as strong,
Yeah.
and agile, and I mean, he's raring to go.
He's got a big beard, but that's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, he goes, and when he finds Kai, like, he goes on this long, arduous journey to find Kai, and then is like fighting his way out of this pirate ship.
And he's just as nimble.
This is days after he's gotten out of
No
this
muscle
pit.
loss at all.
I was like, wow, he really came out of that really well.
Yeah, in good shape. That was just like a hot box where he worked out every day.
I guess. I mean, he's literally just in a dark hole.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that
he
was
would
weird.
have wasted away, but he comes out and he's just ready
He's
to
good
fight.
to go,
He's
but
just
that's
as
what-
good as
Oishi is that strong.
good
That's-
as new.
Yeah. All right, so Act 1, let's jump in and get some fixes. Let's
Okay.
fix this sucker.
Let's fix it.
So problem number 1, Kai accidentally becomes the main character in someone else's story.
Not accidentally,
That
probably.
just begins.
On
That's
purpose,
the issue from the beginning. The real story about the 47 Ronin and their loyalty to their fallen lord is intense, and it's real, and it's, well, I mean, I assumed it's real. They tell the story. I think it would be real. I have no reason to believe otherwise.
They have the scroll that
Yeah.
has their names
Of course-
written on it.
Of course,
and-
I don't know if that was like, oh, it was just somebody wrote that, or I don't know. But we assume that it's real. But the problem is the movie shifts to Kai's outsider story a lot. So here's the fix. Make Oishi the protagonist of the story. This is his story,
Yeah.
not Kai's story.
Yeah.
Okay? But Kai can become the audience's way into that world.
Right.
Right? The emotional story belongs to Oishi, right? And the Ronin, and like getting, revenge for his fallen lord, right?
Yes.
And then when Kai earns the trust throughout the film, he naturally becomes a hero along the way. Instead of being like, oh, he's got all this magic-y things, and what's the story with Kai? Dude, it doesn't matter. He's not the focus of the story to begin with, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Well, honestly, I'm just going to be legitimately
Blunt.
honest
Tell me.
and tell you that I don't think they needed Kai at all.
No,
I
didn't.
think of one of the fixes could have been, yes, to make him a lesser role,
Or snip.
but yeah. Ultimately, I think this should have just been a story about the Ronin and not him. Why they added him?
This is one of those cases that Hollywood probably was just like, all right, we need a leading man.
star.
We need a star. Let's put somebody with a name in there. Keanu would do it.
And he did well. I
But-
mean, it was a great film for him.
But it's not his story to
But
tell.
it should never have been his story.
Right.
And the romance overshadowed the Ronin a lot of times.
Yep.
And I just think I agree with you. The
not
Ronin
his
should
story.
have been, and Oishi should have been the central theme of the film.
That's right. 2, Lord Asano. He dies before we really know him or care about him. Because here's the issue. This is this big revenge plot, right?
Yeah.
Right. It depends on loving this guy.
Right.
To want to see the journey for his revenge.
Yes.
And we barely spend any time with him.
right.
at all.
We have to believe in what they're doing.
Yes.
To be behind them.
That's right. So for the fix, you expand Act 1 a little bit more. Show him leading and loving and compassion and wisdom, and show how much the Ronin love him, or at the time the samurai love him and are willing to sacrifice for it, because he's willing to sacrifice for them, right?
Yeah.
Because like the first one is like they're out riding trying to kill this crazy beast that you find in the suitcase of, you know, the Harry Potter movies. Right? It's this monster, you know, magical beast.
Newt Scamander's got him in a
in his briefcase. It's this crazy thing, but like he just rides in the horse in the back, and he doesn't really engage. He doesn't, like, if he had been out there battling, and you'd be like, whoa, dude, man, that's how far he's gonna go.
Yes.
Right? So, and then you've got meaningful scenes then with Oishi, right? And then telling him like why Kai matters, or, you know, talking about his daughter and what he wishes for her, and his fears of he's getting older, and who she's going to marry, and blah blah. Then his death feels like devastating, rather than just this necessity to move the plot along.
Exactly.
Right? There you go. We talked about this already a little bit here. Number 3, the fantasy elements feel kind of like just bolted onto the story instead of naturally integrated. The witches and monsters are visually cool. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, they were.
But they were so disconnected from the historical revenge plot.
It was almost like they were like, it's a cool story.
Yeah.
But
you know what we need?
It's just not interesting.
Some CG. Hey, let's do it, baby.
It's just not interesting enough. What if we took this real this real tale and put it in this fantastical world? But in doing so, they kind of, undermined the actual story of these people. Yeah.
I would rather than not have, based it off of this, because I think what happened was this, okay? In 300, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Almost the same kind of idea, this small group of people going against this big, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they had these kind of fantastical creatures, sort of, and blah, blah, blah. I get maybe how they thought, but the thing is, the base of it was not, they didn't have these constant things, and that's the fix. You either get rid of it or tone it way down. But you've got to tie the supernatural elements to Lord Kira's rise to power.
Yes.
And not like these creatures they have to destroy. Okay? So here's my thoughts here.
Okay.
Kira rises to power with like this dark magic, and it's not just like, oh, here's these creatures that they're killing. It's like he's using the magic to influence people.
Okay.
Right? And you're going, that's interesting. And that's how, instead of this crazy, is a gigantic horse lion that we're fighting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you mean instead of having like magical creatures at all, he just kind of works in the
he uses
like this sort of realm to
manipulate people. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was my thought. And like, I mean, you could put some of those things in. Like, I thought it was cool that like the witch lady was like, she was a fox and she could spy on things. But like, that's fine. She can transform into a fox. But like when you're constantly doing, it feels like the monsters are side quests. Constantly.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
It does, especially like we talked about, when they go deep in the forest, this whole supernatural forest with the demons, and they make a big deal out of it, and then it doesn't really mean anything.
It didn't mean anything. It didn't.
It didn't add anything
to
their defeat of Lord Kira.
Right, because they needed these swords. You could just go into a town and get them from people. Just get them.
Just get them.
Go buy them. I mean, whatever else. I mean, no, we got to have these swords. Whatever. But it didn't help. It didn't do anything.
Right.
So tone it way down or get rid of it, man. Next, Act 2. The 47 Ronin didn't really feel like 47 heroes. They were just interchangeable faces. Did you really get to know any of them other than the chunky dude?
Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. No.
Right.
We know Oishi.
And his son. And the chunky one.
And then there's
one older dude.
There's one guy. Oh, yeah. The one older guy that doesn't really even have lines.
He doesn't
I
do
don't
anything.
think. He just they just show him a lot.
Right.
And then there's the guy that sort of lied when Kai killed the monster at the beginning. He took the credit for it.
Right.
So there were about 4 of them, I guess.
But
that we kind of saw.
But they didn't add anything to it, and they didn't.
They weren't really heroic.
Right.
One of them dies very quickly, and you know he's like, "I'm sorry that I made fun of you, Kai."
Yeah. So I think for a fix, you've got to borrow from movies like The Dirty Dozen, where it's like these guys have some specialty things that can add to it.
Right.
Like, okay, so here's what it made it interesting to me. Right. And you don't have to do them all because you don't have 47. You can't be like, and you're the funny one, and you're the
we don't have to get to know.
You're the romantic one. I'm not. This isn't a boy band.
Right.
I'm just saying they've got to have elements like this guy shaped unmatched armor that's specialty, and it's he's the tank that goes in, and this is the archer that can. Right. You follow what I'm saying?
They all kind of have a skill that they've perfected that they bring to the table.
Right. This one's a strategist. This one's a anything.
Yeah.
The reckless, kind of crazy one that loves blowing crap up. I'm just saying, you've given them some things that they're using, and that you can pepper it back in.
Oh no, I love it. I actually think that would have been a way more interesting story than all the magical stuff.
Exactly.
Is if we had gotten to know the Ronin and their special set of skills and how they helped to defeat. Yeah, I love
And then
that.
when one of them dies, the audience is like,
and then when one of them dies, it actually means something.
Exactly.
Because
at the end, a bunch of them died, and we were like, I don't even know.
They were just
22 Ronin left? Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't know how many were left.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Well, we do at the end because they die because they kill themselves. They're all lined up on mats.
I didn't count how many were left.
I did.
If
I'm just kidding. It wasn't 47.
Hopefully it wasn't 47 because a lot of them didn't make it.
Yeah. Next, Kai, I feel like once he is, everyone, the year passes while, Oishi's like in the pit
and he's in slavery.
Yeah. I feel like he gets his acceptance back like really quick, because basically everybody's kind of like, Oishi's like, yeah, he's a good dude, and they're like, all right, except the one guy. But you see how quick it happened?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay, fine, cool, dude. Right. If his journey, if Kai is a character that you just, by God, you gotta have,
right,
then he's got to earn this back, and throughout the film. He's earning this. He's doing it throughout the whole film. Okay, so this is the fix. You've got to make him repeatedly prove himself.
Yes.
Not just through combat, though, through sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Every time somebody has a chance to abandon him, he saves them instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the climax, the Ronin aren't necessarily... They're not following him because, like, he's this special guy. They're following because he's earned their respect. And he's standing, again, behind the true protagonist, which is Oishi, right?
Well, and I mean, if we go back to the fix we just talked about, where they all kind of bring a special skill,
right?
Okay,
right.
Then you can introduce kind of this, interesting sort of mystical kind of half-breed. That's what they called him in the movie,
right?
And he can be a character without being the lead.
Exactly.
He's just one of these other Ronins that we see that brings a special set of skills.
Right. If you, like, for example, to the table. To the table. And if you tone down the magic, and then this one witchy witch she's basically this thing, that at the very end, when he's battling the main guy, because that's who he should battle, because he battled it and lost at the beginning, and we find out that maybe that dude is like magically enhanced.
Oh, the tall giant
creature.
Yeah.
Then that's the first time you see him use his like skills where he's zapping around the room.
Right.
And that would be like, oh my gosh, did you see what he just did?
Right. I mean, that could be his special
thing.
That could be his
What
special
what
thing.
he adds in, exactly.
That he
Because
adds.
nobody else could take on Mr. Tall Pants, right?
Yeah, so
exactly.
it can make him super fascinating and interesting without making him the lead of this tale.
Right. Next, Kira, Lord Kira, the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He is not nearly intimidating enough.
No.
He basically just let Mizuki just do whatever she wanted to do, the witch. She does most of the heavy lifting throughout the whole movie. She is super evil. Like, she does that one bit, which is actually really good, where she goes in to, what's her name? Mika?
Mm-hmm. Miko.
Okay.
Miko. I don't know.
The girl that Keanu likes. And she's like, she says this really cool bit where she's like, she goes, Lord Kira, forbid me to hurt a hair on your head. And then she slams a knife down, which we're like, oh my gosh. And then you see she just jabbed it into the floor. And she's like, but what you do to yourself, that's on you. That's so creepy, man. Because she's like, yeah, why don't you just kill yourself? It'd be great for everybody. And she's so evil. That's where he should have been. Okay, so for a fix, he's got to be a lot stronger of a bad guy.
Right.
Okay, but I think also, and like I said, I mentioned this earlier, he's got to be brilliant, man. Mm-hmm. I think he's politically a manipulator. He has, again, he's used dark magic to gain trust of people and to, work his way into the houses that matter and blah, blah, blah. And he understands people. And the witch she gives him extra bumps here and there. But his intelligence makes him incredibly dangerous, right?
Well, and maybe he's even, manipulated the Shogun to a certain extent.
Right.
And so at the end, when the Ronin defeat him,
right,
maybe the Shogun kind of wakes up out of his
Could
sort
be.
of spell and realizes, oh, you guys really did the right thing.
Right.
You
right.
know.
But I'm still going to kill you. It's just,
You still have to die because you disobeyed me.
But,
we can't have that.
We can't have that.
We can't have you disobeying me,
then I'll be dishonored.
Even though my orders were
Stupid.
bogus.
Yeah. All right. Act 3 normally kind of boils down to the final battles. It almost always does. And again, this was just a big action fantasy sequence. Mm-hmm. And it shouldn't have been. It should have been everybody battling their nemesis that they've set up. I've already told them one. Keanu should have been battling the big tall man.
Giant.
Yep. And I think he goes, and of course, he's puppeted by the witch. So he battles him, and then he defeats the witch.
Right.
Right. So it's like, and like you see that the swords through her, and she's like, "Urgh," and then the big guy crumples behind her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
They showed a little bit of promise, like the way they used the acting troupe and things to kind of disguise their way in, and they showed them sort of climbing the walls and quietly killing the guards and things like that. But I think they could have taken that again to another level by this is the arena now where you show all of the specialized skills of all of these different Ronins.
Right. And also, the audience feels the cost of every step towards justice and who they lose and who they sacrifice. Yes. All right. And then number 8 there, Kai's romance overshadows the real ending. Because it does it, and they sacrifice themselves, but it's also at the very end. You show her, and she's looking at the note that Kai left, and it's like, oh. But the sacrifice is what they did.
Yeah.
And not that he's like, and I love you, you love me back, right? Check the box.
Yeah.
Like it overshadows that, because again, the true story ends with this example of honor and sacrifice, but then we shift towards the love story. Again, this is why one of those, he shouldn't have probably been in the movie to start with, because they had to manufacture and weasel him in there, and then by doing so you made a romance out of it.
Right.
And it didn't quite make the impact that it should have.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love a good romance. Like, I'm a sucker for a great romance. In this film, however, it it was a distraction. It actually took away from the story, like you said. It kind of eclipsed the sacrifice that they made to avenge their master.
Right.
Because they all sacrificed their lives, and it's not like they were all just bachelors. I mean, they had families. And wives,
right,
and children, and they did it anyway. And what do we see? We see her mourning for Kai.
Yeah.
Like, what? This should be about them. This should be about what they did, not about her losing the love of her life.
Right, and so that's the fix. The final emotional moment has got to belong to the Ronin.
Yeah.
And their families, and not just Kai and his girlfriend.
Right.
Who, were never... I mean, it's all of them, not just the one hero that shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Right.
Because at that point, really, the ending misses the point of the legend. Because it's ultimately about this story of revenge and honor and all that. But at the end, it's just about this little love story. And it misses the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
That these guys made this sacrifice. And then the execution, if they switch it back, their execution becomes the celebration of their duty rather than a punishment. Right?
We see them regaining their honor.
Right.
And I'm gonna go so far as to say I don't know that they needed her in the film either. They didn't need to rescue her. They could have avenged the master and told the story just without the love story at all. They could have even had Kai in it as just kind of one of the Ronin with a specialized skill of his own, which would have been really cool.
Exactly.
And they could have shown some chemistry between him
and the daughter,
or whatever. But making that story, it overshadowed. It overshadowed the rest of the story, and it made the story less.
Yeah.
Because it made it a romance.
Exactly. And then
rather than this story of these men that sacrificed everything. And
exactly. And by putting so much fantasy in, the biggest mistake wasn't adding fantasy. It was making the fantasy more important than the legend. And that really then fixes and straightens the whole thing out, in my opinion. So.
Yes, when you bring the actual story to the front.
Right.
That fixes it.
And let the story be told the way it should be told. Then you don't have to worry about, if something pulls in, sure, there could be magic in the world and blah, blah, blah. But it's not like it's the main focus. And I feel like it overshadowed it, because I just felt that they were like, isn't that cool? Again, man, CG can do, the artists can create amazing things, but should they? Right, that's the thing. Maybe they shouldn't sometimes.
Exactly.
So anyway, so that's it. That's the fix. That would have fixed it, Keanu. Again, we told this to so many people. If you just talk to us first, man.
Yeah.
We could get you, some really cool fixes so that when you go to those meetings, you can say, well, what about not having me in this film?
Yeah, I'm sure he would have loved that idea.
They would have
been like, you're right.
Can we make it?
I shouldn't be in this. No, he should have been there, just not in the way that he was.
In the way that he was, right. You got to make him that minor character, and he would have been fine.
Right, but how do you make Keanu a minor character?
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough. I know.
All right. Well, good fixes. I agree with them.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's a good sign.
Seal of approval. Stamp.
Yes. Oh, good.
Yep.
I have never gotten the seal of approval. This is the first one.
I just got my seal in
the
mail, so it's my first night to have it.
Woo! Good to know. I'll be looking for that in subsequent episodes now.
Episodes. Okay.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you, folks. Make sure you share, like, all the things, communicate, talk to us, have fun, and you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye-bye.